It is outrageously hot. I don't have air conditioning, but I do have a fan set up. I have a couple of fans. The small fans that I bought from Canadian Tire, they broke. They burnt out. I don't know what happened to them, but I did do some cooking today. I want to show you. Everyone says because I eat one meal a day that I'm literally starving myself. I want to show you that I'm not. This is my salad. That is the lettuce that I bought from the pop-up vegetable stand that I seen at the Y when I was coming home the other day. And I've got cottage cheese on top of it, pepper, celery, and lettuce. And this is my pride and joy. I'm going to post pictures of how I cooked my liver. If you're iron deficient, it's a good idea to eat some liver, and that's what I did. I'm not really sure if I'm iron deficient, but the dark circles under my eyes have dissipated, and lately I've been noticing that they're coming back. So that could be an iron deficiency. So, and I like liver, so eat some liver. And I have 2 medium-sized potatoes with some dark liver gravy. This is going to be amazing. The worst part is I gotta eat the salad first, right? So I don't want this to get cold. I'm gonna taste it. I think the salad can wait. Anyway, I wanted to tell you how I make the liver. I haven't cooked liver ever. My mom used to make it all the time. My mom could cook up a storm. So she would take the liver, she would dip it in egg, and then dip it in flour and pepper and spices and all that. Then she would fry it, and then she would use it to make a gravy. And that's what I did. So I fried it up. I put it in the flour. I fried it up with olive oil. And then after it was dark, actually I put some dehydrated onions in with it too, and I left that residue in the bottom of the pan after I fried the liver. And it was a nice looking liver. It was nice and red, like a wineish color. It was really good liver. So, and I got it for $5 at Loblaws, and a big chunk of it. Okay, so let's get to the point. Okay. So I coated it with the egg, and then I put it in the flour and the pepper and the salt and the oregano. I use a lot of oregano. And then I fried it up with some dehydrated onions with olive oil. After it got dark, okay, the meat got dark, and I tasted it. I could not taste it. It was so good. After that, I took it out, and I only left a couple of the pieces of the small remnants of the liver in the pot. Then I put in some water that I had filtered, and I put that in the frying pan. And I used the residue from the liver, from the meat of the liver, and the black pepper and the dehydrated onions, all that. I used it to make the broth, right? So I made the broth, and then instead of using flour like I usually do, I bought some cornstarch a while back to make some jewelry with. So the cornstarch, I used the cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, I think it was, or 2 teaspoons in some water, and I just mixed it up until it got to the consistency I want. And I shook it up in a glass bottle, then I put it into the broth that was in the frying pan, and I'm telling you. So the gravy is really thick, and it tastes amazing. You can taste the liver in it, and it's a very strong taste, but it's an acquired taste. And definitely if you're low on iron, instead of popping pills, because it's dangerous, right? Iron is dangerous. If you take the supplements, it can lead to clots. It can build up the clots in your body, right? So be aware of that. Like, don't go hog wild with this. I have 2 small pieces of liver with the gravy, mashed potatoes, and a salad. And I also have my blood thinner, which is my cayenne and water. So I'm very vigilant. So be careful if you're taking iron supplements. When you take iron supplements, they're supposed to check the level of iron in your blood. After like a couple of weeks, they're supposed to check the level of iron because it can build up very quickly, and that can cause clots. So just be aware of that. And if you're going to do this, make sure you're being, don't be going over the top. Don't be saying, oh, I got to get all this liver into me, right? No. Get your iron from your diet. Don't get it from supplements. That's a little dangerous. It's easy to go over the limit and to not be aware of it. So I would get my iron from my meal, from my food. Supplements like magnesium, I do take extra magnesium as a supplement. I don't take calcium at all. Magnesium, B12, biotin, which I got from a friend, omega-3s, those, K2/D3 together, right? So be aware of what supplements you're taking and what you need. So I'm going to get to mowing down on this. That gravy is so good. Absolutely amazing. When you're making a beef gravy, make sure you put lots of pepper in. It's good for you. It's an antitoxin. It kind of encourages your circulation, and it stimulates your lymphatic system. So be aware of those things. I'm going to eat this because I don't want it to get cold. And I do have a salad. I have a salad to do. So I'm looking forward to this. So I shall see you in the next video, and know full well that I'm not starving. I'm just eating wisely. So I'll see you in the next video. The good Lord be with you. Namaste. Bye.